perciò oggi probabilmente finiamo Vampyr. Chiave in questa zona se non qua sotto. Aia. Qua. Buona. Potrebbe essere anche magari all'interno. Potrebbe essere anche all'interno del teatro, però mi sembrerebbe strano. Devo andare qua. Ovviamente non ci starò più di tanto a cercare sta chiave, se la trovo entro la prima mezz'ora ok, se no fanculo. Forse anche di meno se vedo che all'interno del teatro non c'è, perché lì non c'era, quindi può essere solo all'interno del teatro. Se non è neanche lì ragazzi, via. Fanculo l'indiano, veggente del cazzo e finiamo sto Vampyr. Soprattutto perché se finisce prima magari volevo anche parlare di 2 o 3 cose velocemente, visto che comunque credo che ne parlerò. Sì, è all'interno, è chiaramente all'interno dell'edificio. Qui non era, aspetta, vedere se magari deve essere qua. No, buono. E abbiamo escluso potenzialmente una zona.
Fear no evil, we do the Lord's work here.
Perfetto. E anche qui.
We cannot be defeated.
E pure qua. Good. Sta cosa, niente. Ok. Secondo piano escluso. Qui non può essere.
Burn it, boys!
Porca troia che spavento, non c'è nessuno qua. No, un proiettone di merda, dove sei?
I have it. I can now open the box.
Ah, good, di sotto devo andare. Ci ho messo anche me. Cassaforte era qui, no? In una stanzetta del cazzo, eccola.
I really don't know if I should read this. I can't believe it.
Ok, torniamo di sopra. Andiamo da tal tree e poi finiamo sto gioco. La porta. È un buon minuto di caricamento ogni volta che entri ed esci da una zona, cioè.
Return at
La
a
mappa
more
non mi sembra così
convenient time.
tanto grande da caricare comunque, cioè. È grandina per l'amor di Dio, ma visto la marea di caricamenti che ci sono nel mezzo. Questo che cazzo è? Ah beh, giusto, è là in fondo perché non è a West End, è nella chiesona di merda. Devo fare, sì, parto da qua.
It's an H! Kill it!
Ah, eccolo. Beh. Il fatto è che potrei capire se dovessi caricare tutta la mappa in un minuto. Ma visto che tanto i caricamenti sono in continuazione. Una vacca, c'è davvero bisogno di una roba così di caricamento per entrare e uscire da una zona? Ah, c'è una strada di qua.
You're feeble.
Tranquillo. Fuori tutta la sua portata oggi.
Red River, a song in the dark. Good evening, Jonathan Reed. Can I help you in any way?
Tell me the truth, Usher. Are you a vampire?
By the stole, you really thought you could force Usher Talltree to yield to your little mind tricks like an oblivious mortal?
Why can't I force you to answer me then?
I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole. It comes with certain advantages, like accessing the greatest library in the country and avoiding answering certain questions.
So, are you or are you not a vampire?
As a brilliant man once said, to be unambiguous could only be to one's own detriment.
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Prewan stole from you.
And you've brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
No.
Ah, the oldest temptation of all. If Pandora herself did not pass the test, I suppose I should not blame you for your curiosity.
So you're not angry with me?
Why should I be? To live is to make choices, Jonathan. And you made yours. Now give it to me, please.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander. Yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. Gods never lie, but they are never easy to read.
Perfetto, andiamo da Lady Ashbury.
Dare you interfere with my hunt?
Sti cazzo di caricamenti messi così.
Steady, boys!
Questo è chiuso da qui.
We've got one of them!
chiedi un altro caricamento di 1 minuto. Cioè, probabilmente in sto gameplay hai più tempi di caricamenti che di gioco, cazzo. E di dialoghi. Dialoghi e caricamenti. Vampire è questo, dialoghi e caricamenti.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skull epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No.
Oddio. Le animazioni facciali lasciano un po'
This can't
desiderare.
be. Oh,
Elizabeth, are you all right?
no, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
La Madonna. Allora, la prima è nel West End, la seconda è... seconda in una zona in cui non ci sono praticamente mai andato. Cos'è il cimitero? Direi di andare prima da Red Grave perché lì ci sarà una guerra. Poi prendiamo all'obitorio e poi da lì prendiamo la strada per il cimitero, che è la più facile. Ok, i caricamenti porteranno via. troia i minuti. Che troia.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Via. Primo caricamento. Poi probabilmente anche il secondo, tanto la mappa si è aggiornata. Dio.
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spend.
Come posso entrare? Qui. Sarà un metodo sicuramente per entrare comunque. Sopra il possibile che... Beh, era ovvio. Devo entrare nel retro. Dagli sti caricamenti. Uscire tentato, devo andare anche dentro all'obito. Spero almeno che nel cimitero sia una cosa all'esterno, magari nelle tombe, perché sennò minchia è ogni volta un parto.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Farò fuori tutto il club Ascalon. Ma questo... Ah, l'ha portato via. Ok, la Red Grave non è più qui.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
Stop this farce. Marshall never was your maker. I have no idea how you acquired his blood, but I need it now.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
Perfetto. Non ho neanche dovuto fare tutta questa gran strage, dai, buono. Aspettavo peggio. Ho fatto un vampiretto, dai, niente di che. Se ne trovano altri 1000 in mezzo alle strade. Sociumelo. Dai, mo, mi devi caricare una mappa che mi carichi anche durante la corsa, cioè. Porca vacca. Una zona, vuol dire che mi devi caricare una zona. Ci metti 10 secondi quando sono in corsa, non puoi metterci 40 secondi quando... Cioè, porca troia, davvero. Allora, caricare prima la zona di intermezzo tra il West End e Pembroke. Poi mi dovrà caricare il Pembroke e forse anche dopo il... 3 caricamenti. Che bellezza.
Did you hear me? Turn around, sir. Burn it, boys! God walks with Christ and these boys!
Adesso sta laggando perché non sta riuscendo a caricare la zona. Qua mi piazza un caricamento sul ponte fisso perché mi deve caricare la zona di qua e quella di là.
The power of the Lord
Sono sorpreso. Forza che mi leva sangue. Wow, con un po' di calo di frame rate ma mi ha caricato tutte le zone. Sono sorpreso. Solo cali di frame. Vampyr tanto di cappello.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Oh mio Dio, ma era questo il... Sì, era questo. E vai di altro caricamento. Che bellezza. Sono entrato che erano i 31, sono entrato i 12 di live. Sono almeno 40 secondi con il caricamento di una zona, di un edificio. Puttana vacca. Sì, anche meno, caro. Riesco. È qui.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Ok, ora cimitero. E caricamento di un minuto. Puttana vacca. L'ultimo è il cimitero, che non mi ricordo da dove si raggiunge. Da di qua. C'è un evento, mi sa. Solo uno? Not bad. Tanto dopo dovrò tornare nelle cose degli scala al porto, quindi ci vado dopo quando devo tornare indietro.
Steady, boys! We've got one
Quelli che vengo. Beh. È troppo bello solamente il calo di frame. Peccato.
away with you! Stupid beast! Die, man! Elite, boys!
Bellino anche questo.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Merda, mi sa che devo ammazzarlo. visto una cosa un po' strana, un pochino, quando riguardava il camion, ma vabbè.
If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital
Go back
ingredient
home,
to my
idiots!
recipe.
Leech spot! Fucking speech! Don't like that, do ya?
Merda.
Back in the grave, you!
Aia. Stronzo. Gocce di sangue di Re Artù e via.
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easily.
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you... You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet, I wish I could join this battle alongside you. But this crusade is not mine to fight.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies! Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Thank you. And farewell, McCullum.
Unbelievable as it is, I wish you good luck, Reed.
Quello all'interno del Pembroke. Così vado a parlare anche con il dottor... Il dottore che spero che non sia impazzito perché è diventato un vampiro. Prego. Bello spawnino che hai fatto. Divertente quello spawn. Dai, spara con gli stronzi dietro. Tocca a lui.
Steady, boys, we've got one of them! You leeches, you kidding yourselves! There's one of them!
Ah, sti caricamenti.
The power of the Lord commands you!
Ah, stronzo.
Jonathan, my dear, I can never thank you enough.
Thank me. For what?
Come now, you know what I mean. I am... well, I'm just like you.
Have you no shame? Must I remind you of your ludicrous actions? Of the innocent men and women who died at your hands?
Shame is for mortals, Jonathan. I know it now, and you should too. We are something else. Something more.
Have you news of Geoffrey McCullum? I'm sure both of you would have quite an interesting discussion after recent events.
He left the hospital without being treated for the severe beating you gave him. We'll meet again soon enough.
Do you not think he will kill you where you stand?
Funny you should mention it. I asked him once what he would do if I were a vampire. He said he would give me an hour for old time's sake.
What will you do now that you are immortal?
Experiment, my dear colleague. I have an eternity to make scientific progress. I could be the only scientist able to undertake extreme experiments upon himself.
What kind of experiments?
Who knows? Nervous shock, brain damage, pain and recovery. There's almost no limit to what my body can now endure. I could be the next Henry Head.
What kind of
Che
experiments?
cazzo,
Who
dai.
knows? Nervous shock, brain damage, pain and recovery. There's almost no limit to what my body can now endure. I could be the next Henry Head.
My God, Edgar. Did you learn nothing from your forays into folly?
I have, I swear. No more experiments on mortals. See? I said mortals. How quickly the mind adapts.
How do you feel since you changed?
Absolutely fine. Did you know I can determine the health of every patient or nurse just by looking at him? Fascinating.
Have you taken a life yet, Edgar?
Don't you think that's a private matter? I would not ask you such an indiscreet question.
Do you feel the hunger?
Yes. It's very peculiar, not like mortal hunger at all. It's like I'm never sated. Fortunately, blood is no rare commodity at Pembroke.
Will you continue as Pembroke's administrator?
Of course. I can help more than ever. And since I'm already dead, I can't get sick.
Have you seen Elizabeth? Has she passed this way since you returned?
No. And I'm terrified to see her again. I really am, Jonathan. She could very well tear me to pieces for what I did.
Are you not afraid Priwen will find you? Next time, they will do more than abduct and torture you.
I remain a man of peace. If things were to go awry, I would flee rather than slice them up as you would, my friend.
Goodbye, Edgar. I'm certain we'll meet again.
C'è una fressata se non ti mangio pure te. È come se ho dato il potere e te lo tolgo in 2 secondi.
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.
It's one of them!
God walks with me.
A leech! A leech!
Get their weapons ready. Found one. There's one of them. Watch yourselves. Die!
More or less.
Don't forget to keep an eye out for this guard of something, sweetie. My guess is they're recruiting for some vengeance.
Beh, non era ancora arrivato uno di caricamento, sembrava strano, eh.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Leech spotted! Watch out!
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Sbagliato. L'ho premuto per sbaglio. Si arrivava al scalo, sì, sì. Vabbè, sei un genio del male. Porca di quella puttana. Si poteva raggiungere... Ma dai, oh, che cazzo.
It's locked.
Oh, fuck. Perché non c'è una mappa delle fogne di sotto? Che non c'è. Io non mi ricordo come ci si arriva alle fogne. Per forza ero entrato da qua io. Me lo ricordo perfettamente. Bisognava andare di qua, e fino a qui me lo ricordo più bene. Che è l'unica via che si può prendere qui. Sembra assurdo che non ci sia un passaggio. Non è completamente...
It's locked, all right.
Puttana.
I cannot enter.
Guarda come si raggiunge le scale. La vacca. Ottimo. Sbagliato strada. Fanculo va. Dai, dai, dai. Sti caricamenti. Oddio. Non posso sbagliare una zona che perdo da 20 minuti. Dio cazzo. E devo entrare. Ma è da qui che devo entrare? Ma scusami. Ma mi prendi per il culo? Provo un altro ingresso. Mi ricordo dov'è. Provo un altro ingresso.
Best stay back, sir. You're mine!
Ah, è quello là l'ingresso del... Vabbè dai, vieni, sei un livello 21. Non siete neanche furbi. Sera era di cosa? Qua non c'è un... Infatti non c'è un... Guarda che da un altro lato. Bene. L'altro passaggio era nel West End. Good, e lo posso raggiungere? Facendo un giro del mondo, certo. No, sai dal porto settentrionale. So che palle però. Vabbè. Mi ero dimenticato che bisognava anche ricaricare anche Dio. Cioè... Io vi invito, se avete voglia, provate a fare un calcolo delle ore perse. A causa dei caricamenti. Di su, fate. Ditemi quante ore abbiamo perso a causa dei caricamenti. Sono curioso. Non vi conviene. Che coglione. Vi conveniva. Se fate un cazzo c'è più bella figura. Ancora di inseguire. Che cazzi tuoi? Ah. Se non ho aperto il cancello qui, quanti Gesù. Sì che l'ho aperto, buono. No, voglio starci 6 anni per girare sta cazzo di mappa di merda, Non ne ho proprio voglia, quindi... Però non mi devi fare pippe. Là non c'era nessun metodo per passare, però tipo il metodo me lo devi trovare. Poi ero sicuro che ero passato da lì, non mi ricordo in che modo, ma ero passato da lì. Come cazzo si faceva? Quindi ovviamente devo mettere dall'altro lato che è più vicino al covo, teoricamente. Si spera. Ma che mi prendi per il culo? Oh, ma come cazzo si raggiungeva il covo delle fogne? Sì, il caricamento all'interno delle fogne fa ridere, eh. Ma scusami. Cosa? 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 Dovevo buttarmi giù? Cosa? Ah, vaffanculo.
This place has been ransacked. They've all been slaughtered. Priwen? No, not their style. Where has Harriet gone? She must have left a trail I could follow. Where is old Bridget? Damn. If I'd come earlier, they would still be alive.
È la tizia.
Take not a step further, child, for you are unprepared.
You, at last. I wondered when you would show your face again. Step away. We have nothing to discuss.
Desist, child. You cannot confront the monstrosity unleashed upon this land without due preparation. I shall not allow it.
All right. But no more riddles. Enough of the obscure songs and prophecies. I ask questions, and you answer them.
My words have been as clear as crystal lakes, my child. You seem unwilling to drink, to listen, to learn.
Why did you choose me?
Only you could provide a modern, scientific answer to this ancient, mystical threat.
What kind of modern answer?
Disease, contagion, and contamination. How they course through veins is your dominion, my child. Your choices have made you. Only you can save this land.
Speak to me of this ancient threat.
The blood of hate. Vessel of the wrath of the goddess. When she awakens, a disaster will be born into this world, for she is hunger and anger.
What is your true appearance?
I do not understand. This is who I am.
Blood? You are made of blood. Surely you are joking.
Why would I? And no, I'm not made of blood. I am blood. Blood is what I am since my birth and for eternity.
But who are you really? Tell me your name.
I am your maker. I am the servant of the Red Goddess and protector of this land. I have many names.
Just give me one, then.
There are those who call me Merdin Wild, the Wild Horned Man. But I never was a man. I was born out of blood.
I'm here to stop Harriet Jones. She is the original carrier. The well from which this corruption flows.
I have heard you, but be wary. Harriet Jones's mind is no more. She has metamorphosed into an apocalypse. Born from, drenched in, and driven by the blood of hate.
What is the blood of hate?
It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you, the need for blood, the will to strike and to punish, to spit in the eye of God.
Tell me about this disaster, creature. I know London fell victim to such a thing in 1666.
A disaster is pure anger born through blood. Its name means bad star, for they reappear when our queen unleashes her unquenchable wrath upon the world.
And who is this queen?
She is the Red Goddess, the Queen of Blood. In my youth, 100 lifetimes ago, she was worshipped as the Morrigan. She is my mother. She is yours, too.
The Morrigan? The Celtic goddess of war? Is this a ruse of some kind?
She has been worshipped in many forms throughout the ages. The true nature of the Red Queen is beyond your comprehension, eluding even mine. But know this, she is a vengeful mother.
So the disaster is some sort of accident. A disease vampires carry dormant in their blood, waiting to emerge.
That's your modern answer. But a disaster is at the same time both less and more.
Tell me what it is then, in your own words.
A disaster is the pure will of our queen. Whenever she dreams of walking this earth, she awakes in this putrid vessel.
I only wish to know how to put an end to this epidemic.
To perform an act so noble, you must protect yourself from its poisonous kiss, my child.
I know. McCullum used such a serum when trying to kill me. However, I have produced a more efficacious version of the antidote.
Your final task awaits you at the end of these tunnels. I've known for ages you were worthy of this challenge, my champion, Bittersweet.
What will happen thereafter? What future awaits me beyond these dark tunnels?
Your fate, my child, and the fate of this land. A disaster is about to enter this world to smite us all and teach us humility. You are our final hope.
Will it be over then? Once I've defeated this creature?
Yes. The threat will dissipate like so much smoke, for you will have purified its source.
And then what? What will become of me?
How would I know? I am no god, and your fate is in your own hands. For you are our champion.
You tricked me. My sister died for your schemes. I have brought suffering and tragedy into this world. I am not, nor will I ever be your champion.
Very soon you'll come to know that sacrifice is sometimes necessary. I understand the grudge a child bears towards his father and mother. Be brave, my child.
Dammi sta boss fight prima. Vabbè, è uguale a quell'altro. Uguale a quell'altro.
Oh, I'm sick. So sick. Doctor, help me, please. I'm in such pain.
I'll be glad to be of assistance.
Ah, like your help, Doris. Liars, all of you. My poor baby. I've been such a bad mother. But the Queen herself forgave me. Gave me another chance.
Harriet, you must stop all of this. I can't let you infect anyone else.
How dare you interfere with the Red Queen's plans, Doctor? How can you stop the course of nature?
Cosa ne faccio di danno? Aspettina. Aia. Oh, non mi ha curato. Porca puttana. La madonna.
They took my daughter from me.
No, niente. Ah, mi ha preso? Ma come? Ah, con il ritorno mi prende 6. Beh, niente, l'ho preso 2 volte. Fanculo a lei. Mi prende quando ritorna nel braccio, vaffanculo, se no non mi prenderebbe. Oh, Gesù. Che palle. Vabbè, basta stare solamente più attento, però di danno gliene faccio un macello, quindi quello non è un problema. Dio Cristo, dai, che sboccio, 16 anni, porca madonna. Mi fai saltare il video.
Shadows will devour.
Dai, mi ha cambiato il... Cambia il target, signore. Guardalo. Che cosa mi ha fatto danno? Cosa mi ha fatto danno che non ha fatto niente? Ma che cazzo dite? Cioè, è stata ferma e mi ha tolto un pezzo di vita. A caso. Io non so. Boh, che cazzo era quel danno lì? A caso. Minchia dai, il boss finale. Non ci voglio di stare 16 anni contro sta stronza perché mi arriva danno casuale. Puttana vacca. Non sarà neanche difficile. Tra l'altro questa è la prima parte di boss fight. Solo la prima parte. Non ho sangue, non ho, vaffanculo.
They took my daughter from me.
Guarda il danno. Non ne fatto poco. Aia.
Liars!
danno. È arrivato un danno casuale senza senso. Per wow, sì, va bene, dai. Guarda la vita, guarda la vita. Ma è normale una roba del genere. Vabbè. Che stronzo. Sbagliato io. Sì, va bene. Ma è normale, ma può essere normale una roba del genere. Aia. Morta?
Is this a dream? Awake. This anger I feel, is it wrath? I think it is. How infinitely, how intensely, how irredeemably are you all going to suffer now?
No, ho finito, che culo che c'hai.
Feed your mother, child.
No, 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 no. Non esplodono. E questo è arrivato. Ho sbagliato. Tutta la vita.
Eat, for this is my body.
No, 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 no. Aia, no, l'avevo schivata. L'avevo già premuto. Spero che proprio ti venga a prendere. Aia.
Blood, feed me, give me their lives.
Aia, mortacci vostra. Aia, no, ho finito la stamina.
I will refill me more. The abundant, the well, the tasty.
Adesso vola. Aia. Cosa? Ai 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 ai, mortacci vostri. Regina rossa. Ai ai ai.
Feed your mother, child.
No. Stai elevando. Ma mi ha preso, come?
Do you think your champion defeated me, my child?
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my
Caraca, ciao Sophie.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget? What are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suaskal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
Ho salutato, entrambi ho salutato.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suaskals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over now. London is no longer shrouded in the disaster's shadow. We're all safe.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time. And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
London has been cleansed. This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe.
Bellino.
For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death,
neanche la
passing
cinematic
from
finale
one
riesce a
immortal to
caricare sto
another,
gioco.
from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Game o... Ah no, altra cinematica. Cazzo di macchina è? Che è il periodo, ma quei colori lì non c'erano in quel periodo. Cioè, Cristo.
Well,
Guarda come cazzo era fatto.
this is it.
Volante, Cristo.
Lady Ashbur's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Basta sto rompipalle.
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
They will never stop searching for William Marshall, for he escaped their two great hunts. Remember that you too are now on their dark list.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
I foresee trouble for them now that your progeny considers becoming the new primate.
But I'm certain the current primate has no wish to resign.
Exactly. And I am not fully convinced your progeny truly understands what dreadful power he is about to defy.
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons and to bid them farewell.
Ah, sono anch'io un portatore.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. A champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now, too?
Have I not already answered that question?
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created? Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child.
Cazzo, che c'è una
I shall
tensione un
dream
po'.
about you soon.
It's locked. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Adesso sono come... È palesemente lì che deve entrare. Niente. Pure qui.
It's locked, all right. The lady of the manor isn't expecting visitors. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere. Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. Like most castles, this one has a crypt, and it holds something special inside. This castle is falling apart. That sweet fragrance, Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Ci mancano gli ultimi 20 minuti di caccia al tesoro per trovare una ragazza. Oddio.
This painting looks suspicious.
Ah, aspetta, l'ho visto. È tipo il quadro sospetto, non ho capito. Il quadro sembra sospetto.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Scudo. No. Scudo.
Here's another switch. I should keep looking. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Allora, spada.
Here's another switch. I should keep looking. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Ashbury, che due coglioni che fai venire. Perché mettermi la roba qui, il coso segreto a fine gioco? Van Gogh, Madonna.
Here's another switch. I should keep looking. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Allora, spada, scudo. E sono tipo le rose. Ci voglio perdere tutta la giornata su sta roba. Saranno sicuramente tutti in sta stanza, non saranno in altre stanze. Che due palle. Scritto niente riguardo a...
Here's another switch. I should keep looking. What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work. Here's another switch. I should keep looking.
Ne vedo tre, ma lassù c'è una stanza. Ci si è rotto il cazzo anche questa musichetta di sottofondo.
Elizabeth, my love, you allow my portrait to watch over you while you sleep. I'm flattered.
Sì, vampiro, se tanto non mi fanno vedere un cazzo a parte il sangue.
What are these symbols? I can feel a mechanism, but it doesn't work.
Ci fosse mezza roba che mi facesse capire che cazzo. Qual è il... Scudi? No. Cazzo. Sono 4 scudi. Scudo, spada, rosa e luna. Capito tutto? Provo a far partire prima la spada.
Voilà.
perfetto. Ottimo così. Completamente a culo e mi è andato. Basta.
Drop your... Nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No. Never. You taught me that.
E lui è blu.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth.
Ah, lei è figlia di...
Deceit
Ah,
runs
ecco.
through these veins.
I know, Father.
Guarda, lei
What
è
took you
la...
so long, Jonathan?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and saviour of England. The greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father?
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
And what of your daughter?
Charlotte is a strong, independent woman who's about to come into money. I took care of everything. Now it's time for her to shape her future.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
Yes. You did well, Jonathan. You truly saved the city.
Yes, we did. Despite all obstacles. I'm truly convinced we did it together, Elizabeth.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty Ekon, who has not fed in
Puoi prenotare la
centuries.
bellissima
An
maglia che
elder
si sta
vampire,
il vestito si sta
driven by an
appagando su.
urge to kill
Bello.
and spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
William Marshall infected you.
Ormai le domande
He
buone.
is the true, original carrier.
Yes, But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scars, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate, but my father's antidote cured me.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born. Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood in 1551 in Hertfordshire. My parents owned a pub in Hoddesdon. Are you satisfied?
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near Salisbury. A terrible and god-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Do you remember Myrddin, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Myrddin, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
Tell me about Elizabeth. How was she infected?
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again. Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Questa la facciamo un po'.
How did you meet
Vabbè, me l'avevo
Elizabeth?
detto.
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
What did you do?
I raised her as my progeny. After she left to see the world, I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet. Silence.
You agreed to be confined here, then?
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time?
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord. Farewell, Father. And to you also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, champion of Myrddin, chosen to save England from the vampire epidemic. I could cure you.
What do you mean?
We are creatures of blood, Elizabeth. Everything about us is in our blood. With time, I could perfect the antidote William Marshall gave you. Trust me, for time is on our side.
That is a risk I cannot take, Jonathan. I won't bring another such disaster into this world.
Elizabeth, no. Trust me. I can save you.
How could I trust you, Jonathan? How could I take such a chance?
I'll stay here with you then. As long as we must, until I find a cure.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Jonathan. Despite his madness, William was strong enough to start the centuries. I doubt we can do the same.
We will lock ourselves down then. I'll get all the material I need and I'll perform my research here with you until you're cured.
Are you mad? Who would take care of us? Who would free us if it takes decades or even more?
Old Bridget will take care of us.
You are serious, aren't you? You really are ready to do this?
I love you, Elizabeth. I can do this. Please, stay with me.
I believe you. This is crazy, but I believe you, Jonathan.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path ye must find. Now the song is sung, and your path chosen. England is safe, for you have prevailed. I bid you farewell, my champion bittersweet. You found yourself a newer quest, and so I leave you to it. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber, until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Ok, grazie mille per aver seguito la serie. Opinioni a caldissimo, direi. Allora, non male più su certe cose, e altre che invece hanno lasciato molto a desiderare. Esempi veloci: mi è piaciuto molto il fatto di poter scegliere se salvare o meno le persone, di indagare su quelle persone per decidere se salvarle o meno. Quello è una gran figata, è un gran punto, è un gran pro di questo gioco. Meno il combattimento, meno i caricamenti, meno, diciamo, anche il gameplay stesso, perché ok, è bello farlo, ma sono troppi, sono davvero troppi personaggi, magari alcuni sono anche inutili, tipo tutto in Pembroke Hospital non ci sono personaggi così, diciamo, stronzi da dover ammazzare, anzi in tutto il gioco, anche se l'ultima parte nel West End non l'ho esplorata così bene. Quindi a livello generale comunque figo l'idea, ma un po' meno come è stata realizzata. Per il combattimento, lo stile di combattimento, hanno provato a prendere quella dei Souls-like più o meno, o comunque un combattimento corpo a corpo a target, e è un po', diciamo, un po' molto meccanico agli inizi, poi dopo magari con le abilità diventa un po' più fluido, ma rimane comunque meccanica. Molto molto legnoso a livello di combattimento, quindi non male, ma secondo me potevano fare qualcosina di meglio. La trama è figa, però anche quella fino a una certa, quindi dai. Non una merda, per l'amor di Dio, però neanche tutto sto gran giocone. Ok, questo è il parere velocissimo su Vampyr. Poi adesso parliamo invece di un'altra cosa, ovvero la programmazione del canale, che come oggi avete potuto vedere, a differenza di giugno, in cui erano tutta la mattina o raramente si filmava il pomeriggio, adesso gli orari cambieranno praticamente proprio a livello totale, più o meno, ovvero tutti i giorni dalle 2 alle 4, a parte il lunedì e mercoledì e venerdì, che rimarranno 3 live al mattino e basta. Per il resto poi una live al giorno. Ovviamente la programmazione non è così, diciamo, ferma su se stessa, quindi magari un giorno potrebbe cambiare, un giorno ci potrebbe essere più di una live, un giorno magari non ci sarà proprio la live. Comunque in generale diciamo che come cadenza la lascerei così, ovvero tutti i giorni dalle 2 alle 4, a parte lunedì, mercoledì e venerdì, che saranno la mattina dalle 10 alle 12. Così lo sapete. Intenzioni sui prossimi giochi li vedrete. Domani arriverà un altro gioco che spero mi durerà un'ora, adesso, cioè, o meglio, mi durerà una live, perciò 2 ore di gameplay credo basteranno. Nel caso va un po' più in là continuerò io a giocarlo. Faremo magari una live un po' più lunga, perché essendo proprio un titolo a sé stante da 2 ore, massimo 2 ore e mezza, farne più di una live sarebbe, diciamo, non sarebbe comodo. E poi altri giochi che stanno comunque per uscire, non saranno tutti titoli nuovi, saranno, diciamo che luglio come l'anno scorso sarà un mese di recuperi, perciò recuperi di giochi magari vecchi che sono stati dati grazie al Plus, oppure magari anche giochi, che ne so, di base saranno giochi con il Plus, quindi tutti giochi gratuiti e vecchi. Detto questo, io vi saluto, grazie mille per aver seguito la serie, ci vediamo domani dalle 2 alle 4 con un titolo di Square Enix nuovo, di 2 ore, avete già capito. Bella rega.